Tonight on DC News Now, government services ramping back up. The FAA bringing back more flights as the Smithsonian opens up more museums. Changes to high school football in Northern Virginia.
Some people might come to school, with a weapon on them, anything.
As a parent, I feel it makes me feel safe.
The new security measures in place as the playoffs begin.
We have a look at your weekend forecast, including cloud cover, chance for a few showers late Saturday evening, and then turning windy. The latest details coming up.
'Tis the season to get some shopping done.
This becomes a destination. It brings people from all over. It's very joyful.
We'll take you to the DC Holiday Market.
We begin with breaking news in the district. Police shooting a man in Northwest. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for DC News Now at 9. I'm Susan Tran, and Chris Flanagan has the night off. Let's take a live look near the scene right now. This is by Reservoir Road and 44th Street, where the man was rushed to the hospital. Right now, it's just not clear what led up to the shooting. You can see a large police presence here in Northwest DC as investigators continue to look into what happened, and we're trying to get more information for you. We're going to continue to monitor the situation and pass along any information on air and online at dcnewsnow.com. A shooting in Maryland seriously hurting a man and a child in Delphi. It happened on Cherry Mill Drive. Police say the man is in critical but stable condition. The boy is expected to be okay. Let's take a live look now at DCA and Dulles as we're monitoring the situation, as we're seeing more signs of the government services returning. This is a live look at Reagan National. The FAA just announcing that it has eased the 6% cut in flights down to 3%. The agency saying that it's going to be keeping those restrictions in place until they are able to make sure that the air traffic system can safely return to normal. Now, all 3 of the DC area airports are on the list of air traffic restrictions. Right now, FlightAware showing that Reagan National with 240 delays, 29 cancellations. Over at Dulles, there are 17 flights that have been scrapped, 64 are late. And at BWI, they're seeing 12 flights canceled and 40 delayed. We're going to continue to bring you the very latest as the lasting impacts are going to take some time to fully resolve. We'll have those details for you both on air and online at dcnewsnow.com. All right, my friends, we are planning for the weekend. We have our chief meteorologist, Jackie Lair, and it does not look like a bad one.
No, it doesn't. I mean, we're going to be tracking warmer temperatures through the weekend. Great for those outdoor plans. Just going to be a bit more on the windy side on Sunday. Here's a view, though. Satellite and radar. A couple of light sprinkles are bubbling up at this point, but overall, those should subside within the next hour or two. Seeing some of those popping up out towards Loudoun County at this point, but temperatures not too bad, especially when you compare it to the last several evenings. Temperatures are still holding in those low 50s for much of the area, including DC, Fredericksburg, Culpeper. But farther off towards the north, we're into those upper 40s from Hagerstown down towards Winchester. And overnight lows tonight will fall back in those low to mid 40s. So we're not tracking much in the way of those 30s like we had the last several nights, and also less of a wind too. So as we start off tomorrow morning, it likely won't feel nearly as cold as the last couple. Now, as we look towards your Saturday morning, starting off with some clouds, temperatures in the 40s. Eventually, we'll see high temperatures climbing into the 60s. You do notice a couple 70s on this map tomorrow. So warm out there for tomorrow. If we have those winds out of the south-southwest, there's a chance for a shower late Saturday evening. So I'll go over those details and look at that 7-day coming up.
Jackie, thank you. High school football fans in Northern Virginia faced with a new level of security to get into the game. There have been recent violent incidents at Fairfax County schools, leading officials to put in these precautions. DC News Now's Yamri Sase joining us live there at Fairfax High School. And Yamri, what are families saying about these changes?
Yeah, well, a lot of people are okay with these new safety measures put in place. Now, here's how the process works. Now, students have to have their ID, high school students, and they have to be able to get a wristband, and then everyone has to go through these metal detectors. And a lot of people say they're okay with these extra safety measures.
Different entrance.
Students and visitors at Fairfax High School experienced the new security steps for the first time Friday night.
As a parent, I feel it makes me feel safe.
It's really nice that they got metal detectors out here too, and especially because it's the playoffs.
Guests now have to walk through metal detectors before they enter the stadium.
I say it's pretty reasonable because, some people might come to the school, you don't know what's going to happen. Some people might come to school, with a weapon on them.
The changes come as other school systems, including D.C. and Prince George's County, have also tightened security to prevent violence at games.
I definitely want to ensure that people aren't doing anything that they aren't supposed to do.
Morris Doyle, who came to watch his son play, says he's never felt unsafe, but the extra security does help.
That has never been a thing that I was concerned about and or worried about, but knowing the fact that they are actually bringing them out definitely makes me feel a lot more safer, yes.
In addition to the detectors, high school students must check in with their student ID and get a wristband. Anyone who isn't a high school student must be with an adult. In a statement, Fairfax County Public Schools said in part, FCPS prioritizes the safety of students, staff, families, and community members. Our hope is that these new measures will enhance safety for everyone who attends our games. Yeah, well, these safety measures will be for the rest of all the postseason games. For now, reporting in Fairfax, I'm Yammer Sasay, DC News Now.
Yamari, thank you. There are growing concerns about recent immigration raids in Northern Virginia. They have advocates planning a protest at Alexandria City Hall, where they plan to testify at the city council meeting tomorrow morning. They're demanding more transparency from the sheriff's department. They want more information about their recent arrests and the people they've taken into custody for their immigration status.
Are accused of a crime, they should be able to go through the legal process to fight that. Right now, that due process is being stalled when somebody is transferred to ICE.
But the sheriff maintains they do not collaborate with ICE, and their involvement is limited to what is required by law, which includes transferring people to ICE custody, which they say they carry out legally, promptly, professionally, and safely. Developing tonight, police have arrested a 17-year-old in a shooting near Howard University during homecoming weekend. They have Kayvon Dudley in custody and say that he's being charged as an adult. The shooting last month happened after Yard Fest and hurt 3 men, a woman and a little boy. Now the woman, a Morgan State University student, is still in the hospital. Her family says the 22-year-old has a spinal cord injury and is adjusting to a new reality, but is determined to finish her senior year. There's a fundraiser to help her pay for her medical bills, and we have a link on our website, dcnewsnow.com. Happening this weekend, a bike ride to honor the many who have been killed in crashes. The Ride for Your Life on Sunday takes cyclists from downtown Bethesda over to the Lincoln Memorial. It's in conjunction with World Day of Remembrance for road traffic victims. Locally, the ride honors Sarah Langkamp, a mother and U.S. diplomat killed while biking on River Road back in 2022, as well as 11-year-old Summer Lynn when a bus hit and killed her on her bike last month. And James Anderson, the 16-year-old, was killed crossing University Boulevard back in September. Loved ones talking about the importance of raising awareness.
Our roads are for everyone. They need to look out for cyclists. They need to look out for pedestrians. And we know what the solutions are. We can just, adapt our behavior, and we can design roads so that everybody is safe.
The Ride Sunday starts at 10 from downtown Bethesda. Then there's set to be a rally at noon there at the Lincoln Memorial. New tonight, a social media video showing a man in the district trying to put out a fire with a garden hose has the real professionals inviting him to train with them. So take a look. Firefighters is sharing this video of him at their training academy, refining his skills. He got to use some of the real equipment, including a fire hose, and meet with instructors and recruiters. Some Metro changes to tell you about for the weekend. Shuttles are replacing trains for part of the Red Line this weekend. WMATA says the Bethesda station will be closed as crews are working on the Purple Line construction. The free buses will replace trains between Friendship Heights and Medical Center. The Bethesda station will reopen on Monday. 'Tis the season in the district. The holiday market at DuPont Circle is now open. And here's DC News Now's Marielle Carbone to take us shopping.
The DC Holiday Market at DuPont Circle.
We wait for it all year long.
Local artists and business owners are gearing up for a busy shopping season.
It's life-saving for our business for sure.
Mary Ruth Askew is with Ethic Goods, a jewelry and clothing shop based in Southeast DC. The jewelry is sourced from artists in Thailand and helps support survivors of trafficking.
It adds meaning to your gift. You get to tell the story behind the product.
Ethic Goods is just one of more than 30 vendors set up at this year's market.
We have a mix of local vendors at artisans that make their own stuff, and folks that represent countries from around the world.
Michael Berman is president of Diverse Market Management.
This becomes a destination. It brings people from all over. It's very joyful, but then they come and then they see the rest of the area. Then they're going to go out for dinner, they're going to go to the bars, they're going to go see the other retail here.
It's a great way to get out of the house and to get into the neighborhoods.
Jordan Mansour runs Simple Mind Design with his wife.
Hand-drawn designs by me, and then we use those designs and we create wood art.
He's encouraging everyone to shop local this holiday season.
This market brings in a large amount of our annual revenue, so it's really important that people shop small and come out to support the people who offer unique gift items to everyday people.
The DC Holiday Market in DuPont is open from noon until 8 on weekdays, 11 until 8 on the weekends, and it runs through December 23rd, but it will be closed on Thanksgiving Day as well as December 1st so they can turn over for new vendors. Now, if you're headed over, just be aware there will be some road closures in the area. New Hampshire from DuPont Circle over to Q Street will be closed through December 14th. The downtown DC Holiday Market, it opens up next Friday. The open-air space in Chinatown Penn Quarter area will feature dozens of these little shops as well. Festive decor, outdoor fire pits, plus food and drink vendors. There are also festivities in Virginia. The Village at Leesburg will be lighting up its Christmas tree tomorrow. The holiday festivities, they start at 2. Then they're going to be turning on the dazzling lights tomorrow night at 6.